Hello and welcome to the WIHS Journal Public Affairs program. I'm Jerry Williams. Well, Ting Lou is the owner-operator of the Green Tea House there in Simsbury. She's from China, and she stopped by our broadcast studio to share her story recently. Catch a portion of that conversation happening now on the WIHS Journal, It's News and Public Affairs. Good morning, my sister. How you doing?
Good morning, Ting.
Well,
Good to see you.
Thank you for having me here.
So Ting is the owner-operator of the Green Tea House there in Simsbury. It used to be in West Farms Mall in Blueback Square in West Hartford. Now it's in Simsbury. But before we talk about that, your journey, you were a Buddhist in China. You came over here to pursue the American dream in the early 2000s. What brought you over here and take us up to Christ?
2003, came here to pursue my American dream, very earthly dream. Want to make money to be, famous and wealthy. That was my initial thought to come here.
Nothing wrong with that.
Back then, I feel, yes, this is what I'm supposed to do.
That was what you were supposed to do. And so you came here, you started your business in West Hartford, Blueback Square.
Blueback Square,
Right.
yes.
And you had some employees there, from what I understand, that started talking to you.
Yes. The first employee was a Christian, but I didn't know back then. So I think the Lord already started before I knew it. The next Christian employee is a girl. She is an Italian lady. Her name is Laura. She came in 6 months later after I opened, when I was really, really struggling to learn how to run the business, because the language barrier, the culture barrier, and now knowing, not having any experience about running a business, it was really extremely hard.
At what point did you really start being pricked in your heart that, wow, I think I want to learn more about this God, Jesus? What happened? What began to happen in your heart?
Such a struggling to do everything on my own, struggling with how to communicate with the employees, struggling with how to make the business alive, because the overhead expenses are so high without any experience. It was such a challenging to me, and also doing everything on my own. And with all the struggle, then that I saw this lady, and she was so happy, and she was so caring and loving. And I run my business on my own, and I will be just working since morning opening until closing, almost every single day for 365 days a year. It was not the life I really feel I was enjoying. I was hold on to my faith, the Buddhist. I was trying to pray. I tried to pray every day and ask Buddha to help me. Nothing happened. When I was at a very desperate situation, and this lady really showed me lots of love, showed me such an integrity and a personality that I have never seen in a human being when I was in China or came to United States. So I was wondering, why is she so happy? Why is she so wise? Why is she so loving and kind? But I could not do those things. Why I'm so miserable? I feel miserable. I feel unhappy. I feel hopeless. When the business was not doing well, I thought about going back to China. No, I didn't want to, because people came here, they feel, oh, yeah, she went to the United States. It's such a great country. She must be doing so well. So it felt very shameful to go back to China, but I feel very hard to stay here. And I had nowhere to go. And I just feel like morning I open the business, at nighttime I'd be crying at home by myself. It was so desperate. And the Buddha, I was praying, I was asking for help, got me nowhere. I feel like my road is almost to the end. At the moment, I even feel like I didn't want to live my life. I want to die. And she invited me to, first of all, to a Bible study, to church. People I met there, they were just so nice. They were friendly, they were loving and kind. Make me feel, outside of my home, someone really loved me. They treat me like a family, and they treat me like someone they want to treasure as a human being. So that really touched my heart. So I keep going to this church, but my heart was still hardened. I think the Lord had to open my eyes to see His glory, to see His mercy and grace. And when I was in a very low point of my life, I just wanted to go to church to find peace. And I did not understand what the pastors say. I did not understand all the Bible study they were teaching. But I stayed there. I think the Lord was very merciful to me, allowed me to stay there to keep going. And eventually, 2018, I baptized. I came to the Lord.
This tea house is a gospel-centered tea house. How is that worked out in your store, how that's going to be?
I think in the beginning, before I became a Christian, everything I do is for me. I had such an ambition. I want to open so many tea houses around the States. That drove me crazy because I wanted to be famous. I want to be rich. So I feel like my heart never stopped. Even at night, I could not sleep. I think after I came to the Lord, the concepts are all different. I no longer want to be a famous owner, tea house owner. I no longer wanted to open like chain store. I know some people could, but this is not my
You don't want to be a
ambition.
franchise.
I didn't want to be like that way because I know how hard it was. It just drove me crazy by thinking about opening more store. So right now, the more I feel is more peaceful and content. And I know this is not my business. This is God's work. This
Good
is
girl.
God's property. It's God's tea house. And I have to use this tea house to do his mission, to do his calling on me. And I need to utilize this business, maintain it in a good way, and then at the same time to let people to know that what's God's work in me and in this tea house, and share the gospel as possible as I can. I know sometimes affliction and the trial is good for us. The Lord never used this to harm us. He's using this to teach us, to prosper us, and for our own good. So I right now understood that I'm grateful. So how he taught me a lesson this time from a busy location to a quiet place, so I can hold on to him. Because one verse I remember that on earth beside the Lord, I shouldn't desire anything at all. So I feel like right now I need to just to hold on to him, not desire anything, and just to know that no matter where location I am, and he's still with me.
That's right. He's with us wherever we go. I see the richness of God in your testimony. I see that God has a future for your family that is in China. And I do declare that God, as you lift up the Lord, he is going to promote you. So one day at a time, I can only say that to you.
Yes.
I'm blessed just to see and hear this beautiful testimony.
Thank you.
All right, from Simsbury, by way of
My
China,
goodness.
our sister Ting Lou, owner-operator of the Green Tea House. And the address of the tea house is?
It's 552 Hop Meadow Street, Simsbury, Connecticut.
And the hours are, days and hours?
Right now, we open 11 to 4, besides Sunday. Of course, I have to close Sunday to go to church before I work
Right.
24/7. So besides Sunday and Tuesday, we close. Right now, our limited hour is 11 to 4 o'clock.
Okay. Well,
What days are you closed?
Tuesday and Sundays.
Tuesday and Sunday.
Well, thank you, Ting. Thank you for sharing. God bless you. Keep fighting a good fight of faith.
Praise God.
You're on the right track. You be encouraged.
Thank you for having me here.
You're welcome. And if you would like more information about what you heard today, call WIHS 860-346-1049, 860-346-1049. I'm Jerry Williams for the WIHS Journal. It's news and public affairs.